If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm home. I was just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of this fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm home. There's no place to go, no one that can see through that inside. No lie. I can see my life is crap, I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the fear. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the start of it. But when I stop to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome live tonight, Las Vegas. That's right, we're out here in Nevada State, man, out here. What happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Well, what happens in Vegas here on the track is about to stay out here too, as these some boys here from Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. And what a field, 42. That's right. Let me repeat that one more time. 42 drivers out here. Wow, about to gamble on who's going to be the man coming out of this one tonight at Las Vegas. Well, as always, Joe White up here for OSR Network, and I'm accompanied by the man, Dave Everly himself, Dre Broadcast. Dave, how you doing?
Doing good, Joe. Good. Sorry. Doing good there, Joe. Just waiting to see who's going to risk it all and gamble it and come away with the win here tonight.
Man, you're absolutely right. Who is going to be the one that's going to gamble and actually come away with that win? You said it. I mean, it's a gamble. Anybody can come away with this thing here tonight. You're never going to know. And with 42 drivers, disaster lurks at every corner here, because these guys for a while will be on top of each other like no other. I mean, the lap times are right there, very, very close. Very hot track here. I haven't got to talk to many of the drivers before practice just to see what they thought about this track, but we don't have long. We got about less than 2 minutes to go here before we go to green flag racing. And we got 160 laps around this track, 150 laps, excuse me, around this track. Going to be interesting. No fast fixes. This is race 2 of the season. Last week, man, we saw an awesome race at Daytona.
Yeah, it's still etched into my head as we saw Tom Wetmore pushing Mason Wetzel there to the win at Daytona. Let's see if Wetzel can come away and come with back-to-back wins.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You know, Mason Wetzel right there, man, he pushed that thing, went to the front. Awesome run for him there last week. And like you said, Tom Whitmore. And unfortunately, Tom missing the start here. Just a little late on it, but hey, as always, we got Alan J. Elwood putting it on pole here tonight. Jeff Ward, he's back in the mix. Now, Jake Nichols, obviously right there. Nate Trito, Cameron Hearn, Bryce Senesac, David Elliott, Hunter McDaniel, Davis Richards, and Chris Gaboo right there rounds the top 10 real quick. And boy, you got a slew of people out there talking about Davis Richards. Says he feels lucky. He's pumped up. He had a good finish last week at Daytona, 3rd place, pulled that thing off. And Cameron says it's tight. So that might be something we need to look at if they go 2x2. Wow. Anyone famous here? Jake's a pro driver. Is he famous? Hey, I'm famous.
Joe White.
Yeah, I'm famous. No, I ain't. Dave,
yeah, you are famous.
Dave, he's famous.
No, I'm not famous. You're famous.
Dave is the Pop-Tart master.
Hey, leave me and my Pop-Tarts alone. We don't need to get back on this topic.
I know, man. We had them going, Pop-Tart chat, man. There you go last week. But hey, think about it is, these guys out here are going to be hungry for one thing only, and that's a win to maybe, punch their ticket in to a chance for a chance to get into the chase. At the end of this season here, as we're getting set here to grid these boys up here. Here we go. It's going to be a very, very interesting here as tonight. Let's grid them on up. On pole, Alan J. Elwood puts it out front. Jeff Ward starts in 2nd. Jake Nichols there in 3rd. Nate Trito starting 4th. Cameron Hearn in 5th. Bryce Senesac in 6th. David Elliott there in 7th. Hunter McDaniel in 8th. Davis Richards starting in 9th, and then we got Chris Gaboo sitting in the top 10. As we look to the rest of this field, as always, star-studded, action-packed. It's a who's who at Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. And wow, you want to talk about there is no lack of talent in this field, Dave.
Well, actually, in all these, this whole league, there's not a lack of talent. These guys all got a great chance of coming away with the win. It's just a matter of who wants it more and who's going to risk it all.
Absolutely. No actual NASCAR drivers. Like I say, Jake is a pro driver who raced in the Peak Antifreeze series, which is, basically that's pretty much the top series you can get at here in iRacing as far as oval goes. I mean, obviously the roadside has their block pane series and all that, but no actual physical, real style. I know what you're talking about. No real style NASCAR drivers would be kind of cool. I've seen a couple of them before, be in some races. So there we go. What's going on, Gerald West? What's happening out there? That's by the way, that's Yabby Scoob, Dave. That's Gerald West. Call him Jay Weezy.
Jay Weezy?
Jay Weezy. Yes, sir.
I think I can remember that.
Absolutely. And, you know, he was up here, man, in the booth with me end of last season, in the middle of it. Appreciate him coming up here, man, helping out as always. Wow, I just can't get over, man, this field here. It's just, that's huge. And, you know, we're going to definitely try to keep up with all this action here. You know, what's going to help us out is going to be the side-to-side action, too. That's going to help us out tremendously. And here we go. Pace car is going to set these dudes off rolling around here. We got one lap, and they're going to get this thing done tonight. Las Vegas style. Wow. This can be a tricky track. If it's tight like they're saying, it's going to be a very interesting one when they try to go side by side and actually try to race it out here.
Well, 42 drivers. We're going to find out how tight these vehicles get, because I have a feeling we're going to see vehicles inches apart as they're coming through the turn trying to complete these passes.
Yep, 100% right there. Here we go. Pace car is coming down the back stretch here. And out front, Alan J. Elwood's going to lead the charge here tonight, folks. Going to be a very interesting set, as these guys, man, are just going to be it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Gonna take that hard left turn off on pit road. Gonna ride along, see on the back shot there, full view with old Nick Hunt in the back. Let you show all those cars in the back. Is up front, Alan J. Elwood takes the checkered flag. Excuse me, checkered flag. I'm getting ahead of myself. We were talking about that, Dave. Look, thanks for coming out, everyone. Race is over. Yeah, they storm off into turn 1. Alan J. Elwood takes the green flag, and he's got Jeff Ford right there all over his back deck lids. They storm out of turn 2 down the back stretch. They go single file, but the 8 has other plans. He's wanting to try to take that lead.
Yeah, he's riding bumper to bumper, but they got to be careful. Right behind him, you have Jake Nichols and Nate Trito. Can never count those two out. They are fast, even Cameron Hearn back there. But we're still in the early stages of tonight's race, only lap 2 of 150. So we still got a lot of racing left. So we'll have to see how tight these cars are, is what Cameron Hearn said.
Absolutely. Well, as we got right here, I'll tell you what, I've got Bobby Cheney, man, out there in the chat. What's going out there, Bobby Cheney? Yeah, you're right. Max, man, over there, he does the SRA. John Carpenter out there. Joe Carpenter, excuse me. What's up? As always, right here, Xfinity Series. These guys, man, they're storming around this track. Up front, though, you still got Alan J. Elwood out there. It's got Jeff Ford, man, in his tire tracks trying to run him down. And as you see right behind him, that's Jake Nichols trying to do all he can with the Tide Ride. That's old Nate Trito on his back bumper. And then you got Cameron Hearn there, Bryce Senesack. So this huge place here at Las Vegas, it's anybody's ball game, and they are still nose to tail up front.
Yeah, they've got, trying to go back through here, seen a little bit of action. Yep, here's the 42 machine. He is looking to the inside of the 5 there as they come through the turn. But pretty much looks like we're pretty single file from there on back.
Yeah, and I think that might be the thing, is these guys might be looking at this track as being just a little bit tight right now, and they're probably saying, well, we might want to take it easy just to see what this place is going to actually give us as out front right here. That's awesome, Bobby. I tell you what, man, as I always, man, I appreciate y'all guys coming through here, man, and watching, checking out some action here as got a good battle up here up front. Jeff Ford, there he goes, got that 8 machine. That black, that we're gonna call him the Midnight Express up there. Got the black machine right now is what we're seeing as he's trying to run down that number 4 Alan J. Elwood with the Alan J. Elwood design machine. Did I lose you?
No, I actually had received a poke I was trying to respond to. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Look, he's over there taking celebrity calls, folks.
That's right. I don't know why they'd be calling me, but I'll take them.
There you go. Good battle going on in the back there is what we're seeing here. Everybody's not missing the action here. We've got the side to side for you. Then you see this good battle going on back there in the very, very back. And it has to do with the 87 machine. So we're actually looking way back. Let me see this long set of cars here. Wow. Help me out, Dave. 87. He's back in. That's Keith Haney back in the 14th. Back right about the 12th, all the way back to about 18th spot. Good battle going on.
Yeah, they're pretty close. A little side-by-side action going on there. But for the most part, it looks like further back, though. They've kind of gone single file here, so lap 8, as you said, they might just be trying to get a feel, see what the track is going to give them here tonight. Yep,
100%. As a still, like a single file, you've got enough room here at Las Vegas to do that, because that's where we're at. Las Vegas Speedway here, folks, for ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. For lap 8 of 150. Oh, yeah, by the way, 42 bad, fast machines, bad, fast drivers, and some bad, fast cars on a bad, fast track here at Vegas. And one thing we always mention week in and week out, the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series, there is no fast fixes, as we got a 3-car battle about to brew up front for the lead, as Alan J. Elwood is under pressure by that 8 machine, the 73 of Nichols, and they're a Trito in the 1.
Yeah, they are bumper to bumper, and they're pulling away from the rest of the field. There's Cameron Hearn. He has lost some ground here to Nate Trito. So there's a little bit of a gap there. So this front 4, they're putting the pedal to the metal and hammering down.
Yeah, 100% right now. You're looking up front. The number 8 trying on the inside. And in the meantime, he's got the 73 of Jake on the outside of him. He's going to try to take that high line and see if he can't make the pass. And we're seeing some duking out, battling as we got 2 cars in the back there spinning. The 20s around also. Caution's out. It started with 2 cars behind the 20. It's the 20 machine of Ethan Kurtz. Let me go on the 20 here if I can find him real quick. No, actually, yeah. Where the heck is he at? I tell you what, there he is, Ethan Kurtz. Good deal. Ethan spun, but there was 2 cars behind him got together back there also.
Yeah, Ryan Keese in the 28 and the 50 of Scott Minton. It looked like Ryan Keese actually hit the outside wall. It shot him off the wall down into the 50 of Scott Minton, sending them both down into the inside wall.
Okay, good deal. Well, let's watch that here then. Scott Minton coming off, yeah, boom. He just bumps the wall. Ethan Kurtz spinning before that. So 2 incidents in a row right there as we just watched that wreck. But then let's go back on Ethan Kurtz here, if we can, and watch what exactly happened with him. Because he spun. There we go. Oh, so we need to go back one more. Wow. That's the problem with a lot of cars on the track here. Trying to keep up with all this action. Now watching the 20 car here. He was up there. Yeah. Looked like he just got tight coming out of the turn, went up there, bumped the outside wall. Problem is when he spun, he came back up the track. And unfortunately, don't know who that was, but ooh, another car got clipped, and that's going to end their day. Ouch. Under caution for the first time here tonight. Wow.
I tell you, Joe, I was watching the pit stops. It looks like the 81 of Daniel Haney had a bad pit stop. Not sure exactly what happened to him, but look down on pit road. He had his front bumper there against the pit walls, so looks like he had a bad pit stop. That's going to shell him back here through the field.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you doing, washing dishes?
Of course.
I mean, I tell you, man's multi-talented. I hear you. Well, you know, let's bring up old Jeff Ward up here. He's up front, looking good so far. He's got that 8 machine out there. Right now, he didn't come into the pit, so let's see if we can't get a talk with him. As lights are still on the pace car, so we're good. Let's get talking to old Jeff Ward up here. Jeff Ward, Joe out in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jeff, I tell you what, looking good up there in that 8 machine. You had a good starting position. How you feeling right now, real quick up there, and how's the car feeling on the track?
Well, man, we had a good pit stop there, so that's a good start. It's gonna be tough to pass tonight. I was just kind of riding behind Alan there and just seeing if he would make a mistake, but he seems to be pretty solid. And I think the low side's just gonna eat the tires up if you try to pass down there. So it might be a lot of single file and just waiting for guys to make a mistake, but it should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Well, that's what it looks like. Somebody said it was tight. What do you think the track is?
Yeah, it's real tight on exit. I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys bounce off the, turns 2 and 4 wall there. But hopefully it's not hopefully it's not us. But we'll hold on to it. It is tight though.
All right, good deal. Well, good luck out there in that number 8.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, well, so that right there is the man himself. He's actually the Jeff Warden, so I can't get him back down the lobby there. There we go. Good deal.
Having trouble maneuvering through the maze there, Joe?
Yeah, maneuvering through the maze. Yeah, no doubt. Maze of people down here. That's a huge team speak pit road we got going on in here.
Well, we got 42 of the best out here, so should be a good one.
Absolutely. We're getting set here to go back green flag racing here. We're going to get a good shot of what old Devin Sanders is back in the 24th spots. We're going to ride along with him on the restart also here. Also with a side-to-sides. Pace car is going to send them off. Jeff Ward and company up front with Nate Trito, Cameron Hearn, Nichols, Elwood, Davis Richards moving up in the 6 right there. So it's going to be interesting.
My thing is does Nate Trito have anything for Jeff Ward? Is there the front 2 here as they're coming out of turn number 4, or actually down the backstretch?
Absolutely. Here we go. Well, we're going to come out here turn number 3. And then turn 4 here. Jeff Ward's going to lead the charge. I appreciate everybody coming out here as we're at Las Vegas. That's right. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And these boys are hoping what happens in Vegas on the track stays here too. As pace cars coming out of turn number 4. Going to duck off on pit road, take that hard left turn. And that number 8 machine's going to lead the charge. He's going to put the hammer down as we're seeing in the back. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Going to be lap 15 of 150 in the books. He gets a good jump in that 8. And the number 1 there, Nate Trito, jumps on the front side there, the 67.
Talking about threading a needle, I mean, I don't even think you could have fit a needle through there, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, cut the nose right off the front end of the 67. Here comes the 73 on the top side there. Now, I don't know. They said it was getting a little tight. Maybe the high side might be the place. Oh, look at that, though, as they get very close. That's the one thing you got to worry about, that car on the inside jumping up there and knocking the side of your car off. Are you still over there poking your fan club?
No, I was eating a Pop-Tart.
He's back at the Pop-Tarts, folks. He's back on those things again.
Dude, I love my Pop-Tarts. Leave them alone.
Ain't nothing wrong with Pop-Tarts. I like Pop-Tarts too.
Not as much as me, but check this out, though. The 8 of Jeff Ward, though, he's got a little bit of a lead here, leading 5/10 over Nate Trito, but I don't think that's going to last too long. I have a feeling we're going to see Nate Trito, Jake Nichols, and Cameron Hearn, even Alan J. Elwood, who's sitting there in 5th position, are going to be tracking him down.
Yep, you're right, 100% right there. Good battle going on. As you see the 67 of Cameron Hearn all over the back end of Jake right there. But the number 4 machine, Alan J. Elwood's in the mix. They are all right there, nose to tail, within inches, and a freight train storming around here at Las Vegas.
I'm taking a look here at the 42 of David Elliott as he gets around the 87 of Keith Haney, moving up into 12. He's the man on the move too here, but back up front though, looks like we've got a 3-car battle here for 2nd place. Absolutely, as Nichols on the inside there is going to try to take that 2nd place away from him.
He's going side to side with Nate Trito. We got the 67 right there on the back end. Alan J. Elwood's in the mix too. Wow, these cars look like they're almost just dead even up front.
Yeah, but actually, Jeff Ward now out to 0.8 of a lead. So while they're battling, he's just continuing to pull further away from him.
Yeah, he is walking the dog out there, and he is gone, making his own zip code up front. Jeff Ward, the 8 machine, looking good so far, and he's loving those guys behind him battling it out because it's going to help him in the long run. Say, see you later, fellas, I got to go. And it's still, you got about, Dave, we got like maybe, I don't know, 7 to 8 cars right there, all in a blanket.
Well, I think it's in the famous words of a good friend of mine, Joe White. That's a hornet's nest.
Absolutely. And a dogfight at that too, man, because these guys are just kicking it up around here at Las Vegas and doing awesome. Look at the 51, Davis Richards. He's got Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme himself, all over planted on his back. They're cleared as they're going to go side by side.
Yeah, I still think that outside's the place to be, as Davis Richards is not able to pull in front of him, as they're going to stay side by side. Looks like the 9 of Rominger is going to take that position away.
Yes, he is. In the meantime, here comes Bryce Senesack on the high side of the 51. That's going to also open the door up for Hunter McDaniel right there. We haven't talked much about him, but he looked good last week at Daytona. He's looking good here tonight at Las Vegas. He's actually trying to take that high side. And I'm with you, Dave. I think the high line, that middle to high line is the place to be. Brings the momentum coming off the turn. If this place is tight, that's where they're going to want to be at.
Yeah, but the one thing these drivers are going to have to watch, though, even running that high line, if that car gets kicked out of shape at all, they're so close to that outside wall.
Absolutely. Well, flirting with disaster. That's what we always call it. If they get out front there, and if you get up too far up into the wall, well, you're right. It could jump out there and bite them.
I think it's going to be a hard bite here tonight in Las Vegas.
Absolutely. What's up, Swamp Rat? How you doing out there? I think you know him, right, Dave?
Yeah, he comes over on our broadcast. Good friend of mine there, so unfortunately he's got to watch us while he's at work.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Tell his work colleagues and buddies, man, check it out. Say they can't hear us right now. His headphones was in the break room, so he's just watching the video as always. But hey, seeing a very good race up front because Davis. What's on?
The one of Nate Trito was up on the wall. No yellow though. He is almost to a complete stop. There's the yellow here on the backstretch.
Wow. Okay, well let's. Oh yeah, he's looking like a crab running down through there. Let's go back on the replay and see what happened to him. All right, let's watch it again here. We're going to watch, why does it always take me back to Mason Witzel? It must love Mason Witzel for some reason. All right, here we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're going to Nate Trito here. We're going to watch this replay here. And he just bumped the wall a little bit. When he did, he kept it up high. And then that thing just climbed the wall, and he was out there doing his best impersonation of a Joey Chitwood show routine out there. And it just all the way around, just kind of there. And the next thing you know, that thing come off the wall. And it's all sideways. And it's safe to say, I'd say his night's probably pretty much done.
Yeah, he just flirted with disaster, but he flirted a little too close, and that outside wall there bit him. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're watching that replay now. His car looks like a sideways crab coming down through the backstretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, only on the OSR network here at Extreme Motorsports are you going to see Nate Trito doing the crab walk.
Absolutely. There you go. New thing for him. Well, interesting race so far. It's been a good one. Let's see if we can't see anywhere so we can get the well, look at this battle coming off of pit road. Cameron Hearn, Bryce Senesack, the 57 right there. They all was just 3 wide drag racing down there to the line. We gotta go way down here to grab old Cameron Hearn. He's way down the other end of the pit road. Let's bring him up here, Dave, see if we can't get a talk in with him. What do you think?
I'm sure he's probably got something to say right now.
Cameron Hearn, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
10-4.
All right, Cameron, looking good out there in that 67. That was a well of a drag race y'all had coming off pit road right there. And you came out, looks like it's going to be in the 5th place spot. How's the car? How's the track?
Yeah, I definitely think, saving, if you get a good long run, saving tires is going to be key. Like I said, the track's very tight, and definitely after the first lap on new tires, you feel the car tightening up. So I think, we're going to see a lot of cars, if you get a long run, kind of get up to the wall, getting close to the wall. But if we can save tires, I think we got, a fast car. I don't think we're the fastest, but in the day, it's not the fastest guy that always wins.
Yeah, absolutely. You're definitely right. Got to be consistent. You got to be there at the end to make sure you get it done. So with that question, I always ask, think you got the car to pull it off?
Yeah, I think we got a chance. It's Vegas, right? So everybody's got a chance. So I think our odds are all right. Yeah, I'm not scared to go all in on it. I'm feeling pretty good on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And you're right. Las Vegas, good luck, Cameron.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Let's see if we can't get him way back down on his pit road and his team, as he's way down the bottom down there. Alliance Racing Group down there. Mike Rominger, Alan J. Elwood, Richie Evans. Good powerhouse team there. Good group of guys, too. Mike and them been around here for a long time. Cameron has here at Extreme Motorsports. So, very interesting to see. So, Dave, what do you think about this race so far?
It's been a shootout here so far. As taking a look here, the one of Nate Trito is taking his car behind the wall. Also, the 23 of Eric Driggins also going behind the wall. So, I mean, that's losing the one of Nate Trito. He was one of the favorites here. So, this is definitely going to shake things up here.
Yeah, it is. And you're right there. Nate Trito, Eric Driggins, Andy. Well, Andy's wasn't there to begin with. But, yeah, only 2 cars out. So, we still got 40 machines out here right now as we're getting set to go back to green flag. What's up, Aiden? How you doing out there? And Pat T's out there again. Just tuned in. Hunter McDaniel definitely looking good. Tom is Tom's not running. He missed the start, and just unfortunate. I don't think Ken Ladd is out here either. Did you see Ken on? I didn't see Ken, Dave.
No, I don't think he's out here racing.
No, but Hunter is. Hunter McDaniel, and he's looking very good. Hunter right now is going to be starting in 7th spot.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good there after starting in the 8th position up to into 7th here. But I'll tell you what, the one that's kind of surprising me right now, Mike Rominger, starting in the 4th position on this restart, qualified 12, already inside the top 5.
100%, you're right. I tell you, it's going to be an awesome one right here. As it always, it has been a very good one. Appreciate the sub right there, All-American. As always, man, I want to appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. It's an awesome race so far. As we're getting set to go back here, green flag racing. We're at Las Vegas Speedway here. Here we go. Pace car ducks off in the pit road. Side by side, we'll see what old Vern's doing in the back here. Also, crash up front, Jeff Ward, and that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, there was a big checkup up there in the front, Joe.
Wow. That's huge. That's huge because that was in front of the whole entire field, and it took a number of them out. Yeah, he spun the tires. When he spun the tires, Dave, that took Davis out. I mean, we're talking the 49. Just a slew of machines that were out here. Wow. Oh, man, hate to see that. Wow.
Well, they never said that restarts were easy, Joe.
You know, and normally we don't see guys spinning the tires on the restarts, but that's exactly what that looked like. He just spun the tires, and when it did, there's nothing he could do about it. That thing just shot around, and unfortunately shot back up on the track and shot, you know, he was on the outside, nowhere to go, And what happened was basically when he went that way, well, huge field, cars just there, everybody's there. I hear you, Red. Yeah, we'll hope you start feeling better now.
Well, take a look at that, though. That's going to give the lead over to Jake Nichols with Alan Elwood in second, Cameron Hart third, Hunter McDaniel up into fourth, and Chris Gibu moving into the top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I hear you, Eden, man, taking a season off. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely got to have some time to shine, time to rest. Well, that was a huge one there. We always talk about the big one at the plate tracks. Well, we just had the big one here at Las Vegas. Wow. The problem was it was right there on the restart. Everybody, man, hammer down, starting on the throttle, and happened right up there in the front.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I mean, that's a part of racing. These restarts are not easy. You got to watch your throttle. You get too hard on the throttle, you get those tires spinning. Once you get them tires spinning, because I'll tell you from experience, on a restart, you're listening to the other driver's engine. When you hear that engine go, you are down on the throttle. So unfortunately, I mean, like you said, there's really not too much you can do once that first car spins their tires.
Yep, absolutely. Well, dude, got some cars that got beat up in that one, unfortunately. A lot of them in the backside back there that got beat up. Jake definitely is up front. Hey, what's up, Nancy? Yeah, Tom, I know, I'm kind of a little like, because I always like to see Tom and Jake go dueling out, which I mean, I like to see everybody here at Extreme. Just don't want to talk about that, but I always like to see the your family members. Let's see. So said Tom's not racing. He drove 3 hours to get home to make the race, and well, yeah, a little late. That's okay.
The good thing is, I do believe they have drop weeks, right, Joe?
They do. They have one drop week, yes.
So this could be Tom's drop week, so he's definitely not out of it yet just by missing one race.
No, and he had a good finish last week, too, so that, I mean, he's already good in points. So, yeah, they do have the one drop week. He's good there. So, I mean, it's not really going to affect him in points to be back next week. Wow, I tell you what, this one, how fast things can change very quickly in these races.
Blink of an eye, Joe. Blink of an eye.
Absolutely. You know, before everything's going the right way for you up front, wham. Yeah, see that old Ken out there? That's the red man.
They call him Red.
They call him Red. There you go. They call Dave Pop-Tart.
Oh, only if it's strawberry.
Everybody likes strawberry Pop-Tarts. Come on, man.
So I've met a few that don't.
Really?
Yeah,
you need to defriend them.
Well, I'm currently trying to locate mental health workers that could solve the issue. Just haven't found anybody qualified enough.
No doubt. Well, all right, well, yeah. It didn't cost him to chase Nancy. Now, like I say, he's still got a drop week, so he's well in here. I mean, it's no harm, no foul. So he's definitely got a drop week. So, you know, he's got time. So he can basically make this his drop week race, get back out here the next several ones and go to it. So we get set to go back green flag racing. All right. So Jake Nichols out front. Alan J. Elwood's going to start alongside. Cameron Hearn's going to be there behind him. Hunter McDaniel starting in fourth. Good start for him right there. Chris Gaboo. Well, watch out for him there, Dave. It's another fast name there. Kind of new here to Extreme, if I'm not mistaken. He runs over there at the Sim500 League, if I believe so. Right. Here we go. One side to side. See, well, they still get stacked up a little bit right there in the middle of the pack. The 9 machine there gets stacked up. Mike Lominger as they had to do some evasive maneuvering back there in the back.
Yeah, it looked like the 5 there of Chris Gaboo just did not get onto the throttle, and on that restart kind of checked everything up behind him. So, I mean, like we always said, restarts aren't easy.
Absolutely not. It seems like these guys are having a hard time on it. So here we go. Good battle going on for third and fourth spot. It's Alan J. Elwood and Hunter McDaniel. Hunter is not giving an inch. Look, you might be an old veteran here and very fast, but I'm going to show you what I can do in this 57 as he goes on the high side there and try to power around. Old rivalry right here that's been brewing for a very long time. That's Ford versus Chevy, most notably Mustang versus Camaro there, as they will duke it out coming out of turn 4 this time by the complete lap 36 of 150. It's going to be a drag race, man, a who's who to the line. I don't even know who got that one. That was just a close one there, but they still will side to side in turn 1.
Yeah, it looks like they scored it to Alan Elwood, so he just edged out Hunter McDaniel, but Hunter McDaniel's not giving up. He is going to power here off of turn 2, keep it side by side. He is going to lead by a car length coming into turn 3. He is going to be able to get in front of the 4 of Elwood and take over that third position.
Absolutely did. Just power moved to the outside there, and I think, like we were talking before, that outside groove's probably the place to be, as now we got a battle brewing up front here as Cameron Hearn is all over the back end of Jake Nichols. Looks on the inside. Gonna see if he can't get it done. Thought better of it. Went and tucked back in behind him.
Yeah, he wanted to use that draft to keep close to him. You don't want to give Jake Nichols the chance to run away from you, because that's like an uphill battle, though. I mean, you let him get away, it's an uphill battle to try to catch him.
Absolutely, and up front you still got him to a sidebar, actually not side by side, but nose to tail up there as they're running. We're seeing a good battle going on in the back here, though. Looking at that 01 machine of Garrett Robinson back there. Now, along with him, that's actually back in the 17th, 18th, and all far further back there. As they'll go side by side. You got the 9 back there. That's actually old Mike Rominger. He's sporting a new paint job this week.
Yeah, he's driving the Napa machine out there today.
Yeah,
looks like Rominger and Mitten, they're going at it, but looks like Mitten is going to take that 15th position away, but right there behind him, the 01 of Garrett Robertson, he's sitting back here in the 17th position as he's going to try on the outside of Mike Rominger as they come through turns number 4 coming to the start-finish line.
Hey, you're right. So we're still watching this battle up front, watching these battles here in the backside. Well, Cameron Hearn just will not give up. He is going to stay glued to the back end there, Jake Nichols up front. So it's a battle for the lead. Behind them, though, you've got Alan J. Elwood and Hunter McDaniel, man, duking it out.
Yeah, Hunter McDaniel, I mean, I seen him last year in the K&N Series. Truck Series did real well. Excited to see him up here in the Xfinity Series. He's actually starting to show these guys, I may be new, but I can keep pace.
Yep, 100%. So good battle going on for the lead. Right now, though, I'll tell you what, let's look at this battle going on back here. Garrett Robinson trying to mix it up with a 50 machine. That's Scott Mitten right there, 16th, 17th, and 18th spots. You also got Dwayne Comerson right there and Mike Rominger in the mix. So a good 3-4 car battle going on there. So we're still watching this one up front here between Jake and Cameron Hearn. And also Hunter McDaniel and Alan J. Elwood and Chris Gaboo back there trying to move it on up to the front.
Well, it seems the front is the place to be right now to get all that clean air.
It is. I mean, you're right. I mean, clean air. It just looks like with these things being tight, Dave, everybody's almost even.
Well, they were, but take a look at this now, the 73 of Jake Nichols. He's now pulled out the 3/10 lead over Cameron Hearn.
He has pulled out that 3/10 lead. We're still watching also Chris Gaboo in that 5. Wow, look at him power on the outside there. Keith Haney, we hadn't talked about him much. He's back up in 7th, but watch out, he might be there by the end of this one. That's the reigning current defending Xfinity Series champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. So hang on to it. He knows how to get that thing to the front, and he's right now giving Chris all he can handle in that 87 Haney Boy racing machine. Bryce Senasack, well, Bryce, he's a past Truck Series champion, and he definitely knows how to wheel these things. So it's a good 3-4 car battle going on right there.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we still got 30 cars here on the lead lap. Right now, the first car lap down is going to be the 78 at Dwayne Culberson. So he's sitting pretty in that lucky dog position in case of another yellow.
Absolutely. Another guy we haven't really mentioned much about, Mason Weitzel, last week's winner at Daytona. He's back there marred in traffic, back there in 19th position right now. Not looking, well, I don't want to say not looking good, but I mean, he's looking good. The problem is he's just not been able to move up to the front.
Well, as we heard Cameron Hearn say, it's going to be a tough track to pass here. You're basically just going to have to be patient and wait for the driver in front of you to make a mistake.
And with that tough track to pass, it's also a tough place here to actually move up. Track position, I think, is going to play a very valuable part here tonight, as we're seeing some good battling all throughout the track, most notably here between the 6th and 7th spot between Chris Gaboo and Keith Haney, as Keith takes that spot away. And then we're watching Mason Weitzel back there in the back. He's got the 82 machine right there on his back deck lid. So, again, hey, Dave, battles up front, battles in the middle, battles all over. Right, they'll get single file for just a few laps, and then next thing you know, they're back at it again, double file.
Yeah, I'm still watching the 46 machine here with Mark Bratcher, Mike Rominger, and looks like that's Devin Sanders is there, just kind of swapping positions here, trying to figure out how to make these passes, still battling to stay inside the top 15.
Yeah, 100% right there, and that's around the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th position. All three of those machines right there racing heavily. As you said, the 46 out there, Mark Bratcher, got Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme himself, man, got tools in the Napa know-how. He definitely knows how to wheel this thing around the track here at Las Vegas tonight for Extreme Motorsports. He looks on the inside. They'll come to the line door to door. 46 is going to take it that time. They'll head off into turn number 1. They still will go 2 by 2. The 9's on the inside of Mike. The high side of the 46 there, Mark, as they come out of 2, storming down the back stretch. They still will take it neck and neck here. Lap 49 of 150, Dave.
Yeah, most definitely, Joe. Still 102 laps to go, so hopefully we'll get to see some green flag pit stops, as I always like to say. That separates the men from the boys, because that's a key part here. You got to have a good pit stop.
Absolutely. Only had one caution here so far tonight. Just a single car. Well, actually, two cautions, I believe it is. One of them a huge wreck up front, and the other one is like just it was kind of weird with multiple kind of spins there.
We've had 3 cautions actually, Joe.
3? Okay, 3. All right. Yeah, I thought it was. I couldn't remember on the third one there.
You know, Joe, we'll have to get you some memory pills.
Hey, happens when you get old.
I'm not that far behind you there, buddy.
Well, you're watching here a good battle back there. Mason Weitzel made the pass on the 50 machine to Scott Mitten. That's back in the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Mike Franklin, Vern Bradley, had some heavy hitting names. We got a car on a wall back there. That's Davis Richards. Ouch.
Yeah, he's got some heavy, some hard right side damage, front and back.
Well, let's get back on the replay here and see exactly. I just caught it out of the corner of the eye here when we were watching. I think it's going to be another case, Dave, of it basically slid up the track and got tight coming out, and boom. Well, they were 3 wide back there almost. That's back there with him. Oh, him and the 82 got together. And then he just slaps the outside wall, slides all the way down, and it barely bumps the inside wall. Not too bad. Yeah, he's got some heavy damage on the right side of that car, though. Well, all right. Yo, let's get a talk with Hunter McDaniel. All right. Dave said he'd be right back. He's out of Pop-Tarts. I'll bring up old Hunter McDaniel up here and get a talk in with him. If I can find him. I have to run through the pit road here, folks. Here we go. I found him. We're good. Bring him up here and we're going to talk in. Well, let him get through his pit stop right fast. Don't want to mess up his timing or anything. So we'll let him get through it. What y'all think about the race so far out there, folks? It's been a good one. All right, 57 made it off pit road. Let's get talking with him. Hunter McDaniel, Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
I'll tell you what, Hunter. You look good in that 57. He's out there up front, about around the 4th, 5th place spot. How's the car feeling, and how's the track feel for you?
Man, I tell you, she is tight as can be. I mean, it seems like beginning of the run, end of the run, it's just about finding that little bit of grip where you can get the car to turn down. You know, it's just been a hassle out here. Luckily, I think track position has fallen our way, and we've been able to stay up towards the front and make that high lane work. We were battling with Alan for a while back there, and I think just us hanging in on that high lane, I think we learned some stuff that help us in the later stages of this race.
Absolutely. Well, good looking out there so far in that machine. And we're going to come back out here, and we'll go back to Green Flag Racing. I'm currently going to show you on about third or fourth spot right now. Again, do you think track position is more important, or are tires going to be more important?
It's gonna be a difficult line to tiptoe. Tires here are gonna be crucial, but how passing's at a premium here that it's gonna be a little bit of both. In the end, I think it's gonna be tires that probably will prevail, but I want to be up towards the front in order to test that theory.
I got you. Well, hey, no better place to test theory than being up front. So good luck out there in that 5700.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
All right. And where did I pull you from? What was your team name again?
Maverick Motorsports.
Maverick. All right, good deal. Well, there's so many of them in here, and I'm looking through here and say, wow, all right, well, good luck out there. Here we go. Put you back in Maverick.
Thank you.
All right, that's Hunter McDaniel. Well, folks, Dave has had some power outage issues in his area, so I'm going to be up here in the booth by myself for a few. He'll try to get this thing back. He'll try to get back going here, so we'll keep you going with the action. Rolling on, though, so awesome. He sent me a message, man, on the Facebook. That's cool, man. Dave will get back. Dave will get back going here. Still don't deter away from the great race we got going on here at Las Vegas Speedway here, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Xfinity Series action up front, and been a good one. That man out front, Jake Nichols, he's looking to try to win this one. He's trying to do the impossible this season, and that's, well, win the Xfinity Series and actually win the Cup Series. So we'll have to see if he can pull off that feat. All right, Dave said he's loading back in now. Got his power back on. And we understand he didn't pay his power bill. He tried to give him a Pop-Tart, and they wouldn't take it. But that's okay.
Yeah, Joe, I think it was just all this talent out here just was too much for my grid here in my hometown to handle.
Is that what it was?
That's what I think it was.
You got to remember, I ain't done the dual blimpy yet.
Oh, man. Oh, that's not good. I better call the power company and let them know it's coming.
Yeah, tell them, say, look, about to have an overload because we're about to have some blimpy power happen. Well, But like I say, it's been a really good race so far. It's getting set to go back green flag. Jake's out front. Cameron Hearn's there. Hunter, I was talking to him while he was out there, and Hunter was saying basically the same thing. Tight, tight, tight. Hard to pass. And he said he'd rather be up front trying to get it done than he would be in the back trying to get it done. So we'll see what he can get done here on the front sides. We're getting set here. Here we go. Jake's going to hammer down. At 67 to Cameron Hearn gets a good jump along with him. Hunter McDaniel's going to try that inside groove. As long as he's got new tires, he's definitely going to have the way he needs to go. As we're watching our side to side here and watching what Vern and them's doing in the back. Because they got a dog fight, like you said, a hornet's nest, man, happening back there. Wow, up front, look at Cameron Hearn, though. Try to find what he can do on that 57, Dave. Are you loaded back in yet, by the way?
No, I'm still trying to get everything up and going.
Well, just let me know when you load it in. I'll keep calling this thing up here. 57 out front in front of the 67 and out back. They are fighting it out. Fisticuffs here, just like a heavyweight fight at Las Vegas, except with 3,000 pounds, some odd cars with about 800 horsepower under the hood. That's right, United States horsepower, by the way, folks. Yeah. Awesome. Muscle machines out here is what we're going to call these things for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Xfinity Series as they power around here out of turn 4. Heading across the line, Jake's going to bring them. Complete lap number 58 here and put us into lap 59 of 150 in the books. As we still got a solid 30-some machines out here roaring around this track. As a good battle brewing back there. Mike Rominger and company. Vern Bradley in the mix back there. As you're saying, that's around about the 16th, 17th, 18th, all the way back to about the 21st position as we're seeing this battle up front. And we're seeing a battle out back here. Wow, it's a who's who of drivers all around this track. And it's still a very good set of racing going on. As you got to go back to about the 9th place, 10th place spot. Eric Tesh, Iceman from the Netherlands. Haven't really talked much about him all race long, but he is bringing that mean-looking machine to the front. And oh yeah, by the way, folks, I haven't forgot about it, but since Dave's loading in, this will give me one shot here to do this. Let's do what we like doing. Let's do our OSR Network rundown order here, since we're coming back onto the green flag. Wrong shot there. Definitely don't want that. Out front, Jake Nichols put it out there, started third, currently sitting in first. He's got that tide ride looking very good. He's right behind him, though. Hunter McDaniel started 8th and is putting it up front, looking very good in that Winchester machine. Star currently running in 2nd place. 3rd place man, Cameron Hearns in the Sherwin-Williams paint car. He's running in 3rd place. 4th place man, Alan J. Elwood, got that Elwood Designs machine flying high in 4th. 5th place, Keith Haney. He's the current reigning defending series Xfinity Series champ here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And he's running in 5th right now. 6th place man, currently Bryce Senesac. Looking good there in the Adidas shoe machine. That's why I like calling his the 09 out there running 6th. 7th place man, Richie Evans. And Cobalt, man, got tools, weed eaters, and everything. So he can fix all your problems out here. Currently running in 7th. 8th place right there behind him, David Heiser. Wow, there we go. There's another name. Bringing over Carl. Bringing Carl and the Carl Body Shop up there. So he'll be able to fix a lot of these guys' worries after this one. They've got some crunched up cars. Now, 9th place man, Chris Gaboo right there. And the Lennox machine looking very good. And 9th, 10th place man, Eric Tess. Iceman from the Netherlands got Berlin Sim Sports. He's got Sim Tag, Real Time, and Sim Lab. And folks, that's his own sponsors that sponsor him on the roadside, by the way. That's Eric Tesh, Iceman for the Netherlands. Give him a good shout out for his sponsors there on his car. He's running in the 10th spot. 11th place man, there he is, Mason Weitzel. Last week's winner in the Advocare car, 99, currently running 11th. 12th place man, David Elliott. He's got that 42 machine looking good. 13th, Colton Lane. Winn-Dixie, man, got some, he's the beef people out there, running in 13th. 14th place, Mike Rominger. Well, he needs to look like he needs to go visit old Carl's Body Shop because the front end's not looking very good. He's got enough tools to help Carl out. He's running 14th in that Napa Know-How machine. 15th place man, Mark Bratchard. currently running there. He came up from 23rd, currently running 15th, 16th place. That's Greg Bradshaw. Looking good out there. He's got that 10,000 RPM speed machine out there. And 16th, 17th place, Vern Bradley. That one of the old veterans out there in the iBuy Powers. Currently, wow, he started 39th, sitting 17th. 18th place man, Devin Sanders. Started 29th, pulling it up, snap on. There's another tool man out here, currently running 18th. 19th place, Cody McFadden, sitting in 19th right now. And a McFadden greenhouse machine. So that's a good one right there, currently 19th. 20th place, Aaron Tolhurst. He's got the 92. He's under pressure right now by Scott Mitten, who is in the 21st position in that 50. And he's running pretty good so far, trying to bring it up front. Little beat up Marty Ray out there, currently running 22nd at Bass Pro Shop Machines. He's out there bringing his Bass Pro Shop old boat running around there, the track here at Las Vegas. 23rd place man is Gordon Larson right there in the 07 Zoltic. And they got Dwayne Culberson right there in the 24th spot. In Amazon, well, man, don't look like he's going to get you packages there too much. And if he does, well, I hope you got the extended warranty, because he's not looking too good out there in the 25th. But 26th, there's Don Kidder Jr. He's got that Vanyoy, the construction machine right there, running 26th place. Just got passed by Mike Franklin. Takes us to Garrett Robinson's running into Liberty University in 28th position. That's old Garrett Robinson running. 29th, Davis Richards. Not the night he was looking for. Looking for a lot better run out there. Currently running in 29th spot. Behind him, James Thorndike in 30th right there. And the 31st man, Russell Hamilton in the 44 machine. And then you got to go back into Ethan Kurtz here, who I believe is actually, he's still out there running. He's about 15 laps down, so not where he wants. And the reason it's flipping like that, folks, John T. Wemmes tore up in pit road, 36th position. You got Matt Hoover, who is also on pit road in the Birdie's Construction Machine, 37th position right now. Derek Robertson is still on pit road out. The guys that are out of this race, Craig Lerman, Tyler Sippard, Ryan Keys, Daniel Haney, Jeff Ward, Nate Trito, and Eric Driggins, all out of this race. Now that brings us right back to the front here to that tide ride there. Jake Nichols, who has just been out front right now leading. Everybody's kind of being a little patient, single file running. As I say that, behind them, they're not doing it. They're all mixing it up. So what do you think about these cars out here, Dave? Huge field, and wow, that was a rundown. But that's the OSR Network rundown order.
Wow. I didn't know you were so long-winded there, Joe.
Big field.
It took some big breath to do that there, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I tell you what, sometimes it looks like it just goes on and on and on. But you know what? The drivers like it. The crews like it. Everybody likes it out there. The viewers does, because it actually showcases a lot of these paints. A lot of these guys work very hard on their paint jobs. Their sponsors, and most notably like Eric Tesh. He actually runs for a real road course team, Dave, here on iRacing. So the sponsor he has on there is actually the sponsors that sponsor him to run in almost a pro-level style road series here in iRacing. Found that out. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I need to find me a few of those, but I think I need more of a crash sponsor than a car sponsor.
Me too. Yeah. Hey, you know what we need a Blimpy Cam car and a Pop-Tart car.
Pop-Tart car will win the race there all day long.
But the Blimpy is good.
Yeah, but I don't like the Blimpy. It makes my computer go wiggly waggly.
Good grief. Well, you know what? They asked for it. They got to get it. That's right, folks. We're going to give it to you. Blimpy Cam. But we're not just going to give you one, we're going to give you two. 2 times the Blimpy, because why not? Everybody likes Blimpy. That's the Blimpy Cam, by the way. Gives you a good perspective of just how big this track is, how far apart these drivers are. So there it is. That's the dual Blimpies here tonight. Dave's still with us, by the way, so we're good to go.
Yeah, I didn't run to the store and get Pop-Tarts like Pat T said out in the chat. I got 3 boxes sitting in the pantry.
He did. He's just not telling you.
I got 3 boxes in the pantry. I came prepared, I promise.
Awesome. Hey, I got some of those onion ring chips.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those onion ring chips.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
You know we're going to get all the fans talking about food now, and it's going to make me hungry. We might see some smoked ribs in there somewhere. I'm going to have to go cook.
Well, the one thing we are seeing smoking is the competition up here right now. I mean, Jake Nichols out front by 1.3 seconds, but we got a battle. Hunter McDaniel's under fire by that man Alan J. Elwood and Cameron Hearn. Those three cars right there had just been duking it out. You know, we talk about heavyweight fight. It's like a heavyweight fight feel here at Las Vegas Speedway for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. And wow, and also here as we go side to side in the back there where Vern Bradley is in the back, well, them guys, man, are just about tooth and nail going door to door with it.
Well, they're going to battle for every position because the season doesn't go on forever, so every point matters. But I tell you what, I got to give props to the 57 of Hunter McDaniel coming into the Xfinity for the first time this season, and he is out here battling with the best of the best in the Xfinity Series. And I'll tell you what, that young man right there is doing one heck of a job. He's making a name for himself here in Extreme Motorsports 99.com.
Absolutely. Well, we got a pass for second spot. Hunter loses that spot to Alan J. Elwood. We see him win on the inside. Here comes Cameron Hearn as they'll go door to door heading into the turn. I think the high side's going to be where it's at, but he does still leave it wide open there. And Cameron's trying to peek to the screen, but look who's coming into the picture ever so slightly, and he loves these long green flag runs there, Dave. Watched him run all season back last season. That's Keith Haney, their current defending series champion here in the Xfinity Series, and almost pulled off the doubleheader last season. He was 8 points shy from Jake doing it. Jake's trying to do what Keith was trying to do last season, win 2 titles.
Yeah, back-to-back titles. I mean, we saw Tom Wetmore do that in the trucks. So, but I tell you what, a little further back here, I just happened to see it on my screen. It's back here in starting back in 9th with Bryce Sinisak, almost in 3 wide as we got the 99 Mason Wetzel up into 7th. Eric Test there at 8th, Bryce Sinisak 9th, David Elliott 10th, and David Hizza sitting there in 11th position to get an interesting little hornet's nest here.
Yeah, we do. One of the guys back there duking it out all so good. You got, like you said, Mason Weitzel there, Eric Tesh in the mix, Bryce Sinisak, David Elliott, David Heiser right there. You also got Mike Rumser, Chris Gaboo. Well, it's just a who's who of names here in the Xfinity Series. Hey, every position counts because it's points. If points are valuable. And the last couple seasons, the one thing we have to look at, Dave, is the titles. Even in the Cup Series and even in the trucks, they have been so close that it's a matter of just a couple positions, if not one position.
Yeah, most definitely. And as you said, you know, oh, we got cars spinning. That looks like it's going to be the 67 there of Cameron Hearn.
Ooh, let's go back on him. That's going to bring the caution out.
No, it did bring the caution. It looked like he went off the track here, so.
Yes, it did. All right, well, let's go back on the replay then. See if we can't get a shot on what happened to him, because he actually was up front there in 3rd spot at the time. Well, I got a feeling it's what we've been seeing all night long. Car got tight, pushed up, smacked the outside wall, but let's we'll confirm it here as we're going to watch. He's all over the back deck lid there, the 57 of Hunter McDaniel. I think he might have just followed McDaniel's oh no, him and Keith Haney got bumped a little bit. And uh-oh, Keith Haney, what a driving job. Wow, I don't know if you saw that, Dave, but that was one well of a driving job that Keith did coming out of that turn and not wrecking that thing.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to the 67 of Cameron Hearn. He almost saved that car, but unfortunately that back end just kicked around and lost it.
No doubt. Wow, what, man, that was, woo. Better driving than I could do.
Well, I mean, I would have been in the wall, flipping, flopping, and looking like a dead fish on water, on land.
Me too. I would have too. Or a crab lost one. He held on to that thing. That was good driving job, folks. Well, we got a first view on that one, too. That really split the front runners up. I mean, they are all spread out here.
Yeah.
Deer steaks. What in the world's a deer steak?
Never had deer steaks?
No, I've had a cow steak.
No, when you hunt, you kill a deer and get some good steaks off of them. Come on, Joe.
No, see, the out word is you said hunt and kill. That's not happening.
Oh, don't you have friends that'll give you some deer meat?
You know, and if an apocalypse ever happened, you know how I'm going to take care of myself? I'm going to let somebody else hunt and kill it and wait until they get done with all the bad stuff, and then I'm going to go up there and I'm going to steal it from them.
See, come on, Joe. You tell me you've never had deer meat?
Yeah, I have. I've had it in like barbecue form. Yeah.
Never had deer steaks, deer chops?
No. It's been more like barbecue form. Yeah.
Oh, Joe, you don't know what you're missing, man. Don't know what you're missing.
It's terrible. Oh.
Ain't nothing more tender than a deer steak.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to make everybody hungry if we keep talking. We had a good battle, though, happening here. That's actually Chris Caboo, Colton Lane. Hadn't really talked about Colton Lane. That's another one moving up there in that 60 machine, currently running an 11th. But you've got about 4 machines right there. Vern Bradley's coming up there ever so slightly. So you got Colton in 11th, Chris Caboo 12th, David Heiser 13th, Vern Bradley sitting at 14th. All 4 of those guys right there nose to tail and within inches of each other. As we say that, look at that 62. Well, you almost got right up on the back end and personal with that 5.
Yeah, just a little further back, though, you got to take a look. There's the 64 of Cody McFadden. He started tonight's race in 30th position, or I think it was 30th. But he had started towards the back of the field there, and he has moved up inside the top 15 and 15th place right now. So we saw him make a good run last night in the Truck Series. Was a great driver in the K&N Series. So I look forward to seeing him start making his move and getting up front.
Yeah, 100% right there. You're talking. That's right. You were talking about the 64 machine right there, Cody McFadden. Trying to get that thing powering back up to the front, looking good as he's trying to get up there with this crowd at this Mike Rominger, Colton Lane there, Chris Caboo, David Heiser, Vern Bradley. It's really just the 3 cars, the 5, 62, and the 14. They're still having a very good battle because up front, Jake is checking out. 1.1 second lead. Richie Evans right there in the 3rd place. Very good race so far. We're at lap 90 already here of 150 in the books. So very good battles everywhere happening on this track.
Yeah, and we still got 61 laps. So, I mean, as you said, it is Las Vegas. Who's going to gamble it? Who's going to come away the high roller? Who's going to walk away with their hands in the empty pocket?
Yep, that's absolutely right. Who's going to gamble at the end of this one? Take maybe 2 tires and come out here and try to make it if this thing goes green flag.
Well, I mean, looks like they're getting close to the end of their pit window, so we may be seeing that. Never mind, there goes to 65. Marty Ray, he is going down on pit road just as I say it. So Marty Ray down on pit road, so we're starting to see some green flag pit stops.
Yep, green flag pit stops underway here at lap 91 of 150. It's been a good one so far. Jake's out front. Alan J. Elwood sitting in 2nd. You got old Richie Evans right there sitting in 3rd. Mason Weitzel pulling it up there. Keith Haney sitting in 5th. As we say that, a lot of guys, going to gamble here. Take some pit stops. That's going to leave the thing. Are there going to have to be another one involved here before the end of it?
Yeah, because now the 57 of Hunter McDaniel's down on pit road. But what I'm actually watching right now, we saw Jake Nichols out to over a 2nd lead. Alan Elwood, out of nowhere, gets a 2nd win. He is now close to 0.6 of a second. He is actually gaining in a hurry on the 73 of Jake Nichols.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's coming up. He's closing in on him. He's done cut about a 0.5 second off that lead. And my bird agrees.
Yeah, he is. I think he found sixth gear there, Joe, because he is coming in a hurry here. So he is tracking down Jake Nichols. Taking a look here, we got a few others down on pit road. The 48 machine of Richie Evans going down for a green flag pit stop. The 9 of Mike Robbinger down on pit road for a pit stop.
Oh, as we said, that Alan J. Elwood almost lost that machine coming out of the turn. Did you see that? He almost slapped that outside wall there. I think tires are another thing. I think Jake is just saving some tires. Might be the reason why Alan is closing in on him.
Yeah, I think one of the key factors that's going to be here tonight is lap traffic, as we see Jake Nichols there working his way around. I think that's Don Kidder Jr. there, but he is just lap traffic is going to be a key component here because they're going to have to work their way around, as we currently only got 16 cars left on the lead lap. As we are watching Alan Elwood here, he is back to 9/10 of a gap over Jake Nichols. Lost a little bit of time there when he got a little sideways, but he is putting that hammer back down, as we see the 14 machine making his way down on pit road, or Vern Bradley down on pit road. So we have green flag pit stops in full cycle here as the 51 machine now making his way down on pit road. The question is when will the leaders come down? When are they going to go ahead and come in? Oh, 4. Elwood smacks the wall. It's going to slow him down even more. Jake Nichols back up to well over a second lead now, as they are just hammering down here. So looks like Alan Elwood might be considering coming down for some tires, because he is getting way tight. He is flirting with disaster with that wall. As we see there, Jake Nichols now to 1.2 second lead over Alan Elwood. Taking a look here, do we have any takers coming down the pit road this time? Few cars still down on pit road. Only 8 cars left on the lead lap, so they are going to need to still pit. How long are they going to stay out with these guys on fresher tires? All right, looks like Jake Nichols is going to make his way down on pit road. Alan Elwood is going to follow him. So that is going to hand the race lead over to the 99 of Mason Weitzel. He is our new race leader here on lap 99 of 150.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Dave, been a good one so far. And our leaders coming in pit road. It's a green flag stops happening here at lap 99.
Yeah, most definitely is Mason Weitzel now leading. That's going to move Bryce Sinisak up into second, Chris Gibby third, Nick Hunt fourth, Mike Franklin rounding out your top 5, and Garrett Robinson there in sixth. But right now, Mason Weitzel making his way down on pit road, so that's just going to give us a few more cars that left there still need to pit.
Yeah, you saw that Alan J. Elwood, he I guess has a lucky rabbit's foot in his car. Had to back up ever so slightly in his pit. Didn't hurt him too bad. So he still came out there, but it's going to give a little advantage to Jake as they come out of this pit road here. Boy, Keith Haney had to slow up. He got a good run. Almost ran in the back end there, the Ford machine.
Yeah, but we still got 51 laps to go, Joe. So, I mean, it's Vegas still. Anything could happen here.
Yep, that's right, Vegas. And what happens here, man, can stay here at Vegas. You never know. These guys out front still could have a caution. That's the good thing about it. We've had a few cautions out here tonight. Had a big one at the front side. And what's going on going high out there? That I'm going to say that's Terry Renner. Says the nerd says hi. So that's cool. Well, you're right there, Dave. We're at Vegas. So anything can happen here in the closing laps. My next question is, can they make it with 50 laps if it goes green? Who's going to try to stretch this thing out? 50 laps on tires and fuel, that's a long way.
Yeah, Nick Hunt's still out there. Looks like Richie Evans still out there as well. So we've only got 2 cars that actually just 1 car left to pit. That is going to be the 00 of Nick Hunt.
Yep, 00 Nick Hunt, man, still out there. Old crafty veteran, got the one hair flying in the wind there, Nick Hunt. He got that good tribute car to his daughter out there. As watching him go around this track right now. He's out there trying to get some valuable bonus points, maybe. Hold off here, and might work out to his favor. If this thing goes green, he could go the whole entire distance here. So it'd be interesting to see. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, why would he want to stay out? Hey, you never know. This thing goes green. These guys could run out of fuel. I just don't know what the fuel window is. We got a car smoking and smoking bad. Who is that? That's the 20 of Ethan Kurtz. I think he blew that thing up.
You know, that's going to be a game changer for him. I think that's going to cause him to take his car there behind the wall, Joe.
Absolutely. Well, Dave, I tell you, last night you had a thriller there in the truck series. What track was y'all at again?
We were at Atlanta Motor Speedway there, Joe.
All right, hot Atlanta truck series and a good one over at the K&N. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and remind you, Monday, Tuesday nights, check out Dre Broadcast Network. That's right, Dave Everly and Sean Zula. I call him Shula, but hey, Sean's over there. The boys are on the mic, man, there on Monday and Tuesday. The K&N series for ExtremeMotorsports99.com on Monday. Truck series action there on Tuesday night. You check them boys out there at Dre Broadcast Network. And then Wednesday night, we got Xfinity series here at Extreme Motorsports 99 on OSR Network. And I got, Dre Broadcast on Dave Everly up here in the booth with me on that night. At Davis Richards on Thursday night. That's the who's who of names here at Extreme Custom Cup Series here at OSR Network on Thursday. And old Davis Richards up here in the booth with me then. So I'll tell you what, if you love racing, 2 networks bringing it together for you right there and bringing all the action here at Extreme. And hey, it's awesome and fun. So I appreciate Dave being up here, man, coming up here, and it's just something that you just don't see 2 mega giants there of iRacing broadcasting coming together. How's that for a plug?
Yeah, I mean, Joe, we've heard it before. It's like NBC and Fox switching out broadcasters on their channels. So you're just not going to see it, but you are going to see it here with Dre Broadcasting Network and the OSR Network. That's right. Myself and Joe White.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, I say subscribe to us, hit a like, share on the videos here. If you like what you see, hit a like. Hey, if you don't like what you see, you can hit a dislike. Either way, don't hurt my feelings. Glad you came out, as always. And if you don't like this kind of racing, please go see your physician, your doctor, psychologist. Talk to your neighbor, your dog, cat, whatever. Do what you got to do. Make sure you get a checkup, because your heart might not be beating, your hair just might be dead, and might need medication. Because it's racing. What more do you need?
To win the Powerball?
Yeah, now that would be nice too.
That never hurts, Joe.
That is true. That is true. I'll give you that. Well, hey,
see?
So somebody tonight, though, is going to win the lottery here on winning a race. And Richie Evans is still out front, looking very good. Hunter McDaniels, well, he was sitting in second, but now he's got Jake Nichols just took that spot away from his win on the inside. I don't think Richie Evans has made a pit stop yet, has he?
Yeah, he's only got about 16 laps on his tires, but Jake Nichols stayed out 6 more laps, so he's only got 10, so there's about a 6-lap difference from when Richie Evans and Jake Nichols pitted.
Well, I would say Jake's the fastest machine on the track last time around, but that's not true. Actually, that was Alan J. Elwoods. He's picking up some bad fast times. And still, Jake and Alan are running about identical times. I mean, one just ran a 9:15, the other one ran a 9:18. So that's about 100. Actually, that's within thousandths of a second with each other. Very fast duel here. If they can get near each other, it's going to be interesting to see what'll happen if those 2 guys, man, can hook up. As Jake just took that top spot away from the 48 machine there of Richie Evans, who is, like you said, stayed out a little longer. Hunter McDaniel's currently sitting in third as they're trying to modulate some of this lap traffic.
Yeah, looking at my timer here, though. See, Alan Elwood's about 3.5 seconds behind Jake Nichols, so he's got some time to make up. What's going to hurt him, though, he's going to have to go around slower traffic and quite a few cars that are in between him.
Yeah, he's got three most notably, or two most notably, actually. That's Hunter McDaniel and Richie Evans. He's going to have to pass for position, so if he even catches them, we'll have to see what happens. Eric Tesh, look at that. Iceman from the Neverlands. Didn't really talk. Didn't have the race he wanted last week at Daytona. But, boy, he is coming back. Now, to me, Dave, I will say, I'll be a little selfish. I've said it time and time again. To me, the season really starts. From this point on, we really see who the heavy hitters are. Don't want to take anything away from Daytona, the plate tracks. But I think that's just kind of one of those wild card style races. To me, right here is starting to see who's going to be the heavy hitters. What we're seeing, guys like Eric Tess, Alan J. Elwood, obviously Jake out there, Hunter McDaniel stepping up, Mike Rominger, Keith Haney in the mix. Guys like that, we're starting to see coming to the top. So we're going to start seeing who the players are here as we go through this season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I look for some new names to be up in there, Joe. Some of these guys that are moving up from the K&N and the Truck Series. But, as you said, though, they are going to have to go up against the seasoned veterans. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it's going to be an exciting season to watch.
Yeah, 100% agree with you right there. Right now, very good one as they got split up a little bit. The reason they're all split up right now is because due to the fact of, well, green flag pit stops, and that's what happens. Once you have green flag pit stops, it kind of messes up the whole running order just a little bit. So these guys out here, well, you know, it's not too bad. We only got 20 machines, and Nick Hunt's the last one on the lead lap right now. Gordon Larson will be the first one. I'm showing a lap down. Dwayne Culberson's right there. Garrett Robinson, Don Kidder, Davis Richards. Not the night he's looking for. He was really hyped up coming into this race. He was thinking he had a really good shot here. Just got caught up in some wrecks earlier on.
Yeah, most definitely there, Joe. But just taking a look at Alan Elwood has got around the 57 of Hunter McDaniel moving up into third. Alan Elwood now about 1.3 seconds behind Richie Evans. And he is still sitting about 3.7 seconds behind Jake Nichols.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you what, the 96 machine, he's trying to close in on that 57 there of Hunter McDaniels. We're watching way back here in the backside. Hunter's got that 57 rolling. Alan J. Elwood still trying to run down that man up front, running some pretty good lap times while he's doing it. So out front, those are the three cars there. Good battle, though, here. David Elliott, Mike Rominger, they're nose to tail. Got that 96, or actually 42 in the 9 machine right there. They stole him out of turn number 2, heading down the back stretch.
Yeah, and right behind them, Keith Haney and Mason Weitzel, they're battling it out as well, back in the 8th and 9th position.
Yep, I want to tell you, Keith Haney earlier on held on to that car, got a little bit bumped there, got together with the 67 earlier on and held on to that thing. Good driving job, but he's currently right there in the 9th place. Keith's one of those who loves long green flag runs, so we're going to see him come along as this night transpires.
Yeah, going back up, Alan Elwood now getting around the 48 of Richie Evans. So now all he can think about is, can he catch Jake Nichols? And can he do it in the next 32 laps?
Yep, you got that right. Can he do it? 3.2 seconds to run down that man up front. His lap time's a little bit faster. He was actually about almost 2/10 faster that time than Jake was the lap prior. But here's the thing, too. When you're 3.2 seconds ahead, you can save. I mean, you could give up. Well, you can give up almost a second or so. You could give up almost 2 seconds and still maintain. That's why you use the relative and you just go out there and you watch. It's you dictate the pace from this point on.
Yeah, most definitely. But he's just got to be careful, though. Just like you said, actually, Alan Elwood's going to have to burn up his stuff because he's going to have to push that car a little bit harder to try to close that gap. But Jake Nichols can save fuel and tires. I mean, that's definitely going to help him in the long run.
Yes, he is. He can save tires, save fuel, because he's got that lead. You know, we can sit up here and we can watch that. We can watch and say, oh, Allen's closing in on me. He's a lot faster. But again, hey, if I'm the leader and I got a 3-second lead on someone, I definitely could sit here and say, okay, and I could give a second up by saving tires. What I'm doing in the meantime is while the guy behind me is running the lug nuts off that thing, well, when he gets close, I've saved enough, I'm gone.
Yeah, most definitely. As I'm looking, we got right now 20 cars left on the lead lap. The 92 of Aaron Toolhurst, the last one on the lead lap, but right behind him is the 73 of Jake Nichols, so he is actually in jeopardy of going a lap down now.
Well, you know, we got some green flag stops happening right now. Vern's out there. I think Chris Caboo went in, Eric Tesh went into the pit, so like what we were talking, with 29 to go, 28 this time, a lot of these guys are going to have to make that pit stop. What I'm going to be interested to see is a guy like Richie Evans, who is still out there, or who's the other one? Hunter McDaniels stayed out there for a long, long time. Nick Hunt, that's one that comes to mind. Nick is one that stayed out there for a very long time. We'll see if he makes it around this place.
Yes, we are watching the 14 machine moving down onto pit road. Vern Bradley still sitting down there on pit road. Hunter McDaniel, the 57 machine, he's on pit road as well. As we see more and more lining up, coming down on pit road. They're going to try the short pit strategy. Go ahead, get in, get their fuel, then they're good to go for the rest of the race. Question is anybody going to try to push it and see if they can do it without coming into pit road?
The only one that I say that would come close to it, or it could come in for a splash and go. The problem is with this short pit strategy going on, it's probably not going to pay off too well, and that would be Nick Hunt. Caution obviously would mess this whole scenario up. The thing about with a short pitting here, though, if they would have went a little bit longer, it looks like some guys are actually only taking 2 tires, so there's some strategies being played out there. But with all these guys short pitting, yeah, it's probably not going to pay off here for Nick to stay out. If I have to see, though, I mean, Jake is yet to come down with 25 to go. Bryce is yet to come down. Alan J. Elwood's still out there. Alan, I got a feeling, is not going to come down until he sees Jake head off down to pit road.
Actually, Joe, Alan Elwood is currently down on pit road.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
He's actually rolling off of pit road as we speak.
Okay, well then Jake's not the one out there. And you know, it's not uncommon for Jake to do this, and maybe this will force the hand now of Jake to have to do it. As we say that here, I think Jake is coming on pit road now.
Yep, Jake is on pit road. The right side goes up, right side drops. Left side, he is going to take 4 tires and a tank of fuel.
He is 4 tires. Well, with 24 laps to go, he's got plenty of time to make that up here. I just think if Nick's going to try to run this thing out, it's going to be a long shot. Obviously, a caution would definitely mess this whole thing up, though, for him.
Yep, and I tell you, there's still 23 laps to go, but we had a few quick cautions here to begin the race, but it looks like these drivers have settled down as we're into a long green flag run here. Bryce Sinesak currently leading 28 laps since his last pit. Chris Gibu sitting there in second. He's got 26 laps since he last pitted. Nick Hunt sitting there with 25 laps. And the 92 of Aaron Toolhurst sitting there in fourth. He's got 34 laps on his tires.
Yeah, Aaron, another one right there. Started 35th, currently sitting in fourth. Hey, could come out of here with a good finish here tonight. Not the qualifying effort that he wants, but definitely a good finish. Sitting right there in the 4th place spot. right. He can come out of here with a very good one. I just think, though, with 22 laps, that's a long time to try to stretch it out here with these guys on new tires. As I say that, I think he's going to be heading off on pit road. Either that or he's just very slow out there.
Yeah, this will be interesting here. Looks like Bryce Sinisak still running out there in front. He has led 3 laps here tonight. So the question is, Jake Nichols sitting right there in 4th. But if you look right behind him, look who's right behind Jake Nichols. Even though they're 4th and 5th, Alan Elwood. He is right there on Jake Nichols' rear end.
Yes, he is. Alan J. Elwood right there on the back deck lid. Man, looking very good so far on the back end of him. Wow, good run, good looking cars out here. So that's what we want to see. I don't know about y'all, but man. Well, who do you think is going to be the first one to pull this thing off? I mean, it's going to be interesting. Folks, who's your favorite out there? I mean, Bryce is still out there running. And you've got Sean, Sean, man, Sean, come on. I tell you what, yeah. Well, I tell you what, right now, though, it's a good one. And these guys out here are just storming around this place. Definitely is very, very interesting to see who it is. All right, well, we still got Bryce Sinisak out here running, so it's going to be interesting to see what he actually does and if he can hang on to this one. So, guys, hang on to it. It's going to be interesting to see. And we got a huge one. It's a wreck. Caution's out on the field. This is going to mess it all up, though. Wow, and that involves the 5 of Chris Gaboo right there. Slams the wall, folks, bringing out the caution with 16 to go. Definitely mixes it up. And he tries to avoid a lap car, which is actually the 92. And he can't get it done. And, boy, that scatters the field. So caution on the speedway. Going to catch some good cars a lap down. Wow. Well, this one definitely is going to get interesting now.
Yeah, the question is Bryce Sinisak and Nick Hunt are going to need to pit. Jake Nichols, Alan Elwood, and everyone behind them that has already pitted got at least 8 laps on their tires. Are they going to come down and go ahead and get 4 fresh stickers? Are they going to stay out? Up? They are going to come down with Bryce Sinisak and Nick Hunt. So this will be interesting. No, Bryce Sinisak staying out. No, he is on pit road.
Well, that's what you say. I would say that they would all come into the pits. Why not? You know, nothing to lose. So it'll be interesting. Like old Vern, man, spun a little bit coming into the pits right there. Nick Hunt out front. The thing about it is, who only takes 2 tires though?
Well, Bryce Sinisak takes 4. Looks like Nichols and Elwood are taking 4s, so this is going to shake things up here. We're going to wait and see where everybody comes off pit road, because Bryce Sinisak is going to beat everybody on pit road.
Well, and I tell you, Nichols is going to be right there behind him. Nick Hunt just couldn't get off in time. That's just a favor of the actual pit road entry or exit there, or where their stops are. Wow, this one just got interesting. Bryce Senesac's going to be up front. And Jake Nichols is there. Nick Hunt's in the mix. Alan J. Elwood, Eric Tesh, Richie Evans is up there. You got old Mason Weitzel, David Elliott, Hunter McDaniel, and Mike Romans rounds out the top 10. Woo! I don't know. What do you do from this point? When we go back green, it's only going to be about 12 to go.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a heck of a shootout here. 12-lap shootout for the checkered. Got some good names up front. Eric Tess sitting right there in 5th. He's got a shot. Richie Evans, Mason Weitzel, David Elliott, Hunter McDaniel, Mike Rominger rounded out your top 10. So we got some heavy hitters.
Absolutely. Everybody's in rising up here. So we're going to get set here to go back green flag. Hate to see that on Chris Gaboo's part there. Just tried to avoid an incident. Couldn't get out of the way in time to avoid it. But here we go. As these guys are about to let it loose up here, so to speak. Bryce Senesac, that 09, he's going to try to punch his ticket in the form of, I want to win so I can get a chance to go into the chase here early on. Nick Hunt's trying to prove a point up there. He's trying to get out front and get him some valuable points. Might come out of here with a good finish. I think that's what these guys are looking at.
It'll be interesting. I tell you what, though, I'm on the edge of my seat. How is these last few laps gonna play out here, Joe?
I'm with you. And old Sean Zulu, he's out there. There's Shula. He's out there cheering them on. He says, bring the steering wheel home or bring the checkered home, either one. How about bring a tire with you? That sound good?
It sounds good, but my question is, why is he out there in the chat and not here in the booth with us?
I don't know. He's just out there hanging out.
Oh, we can't have that. That's just, no. Come on, Sulu.
Terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
I'll have to get him next Sunday here on our next broadcast on the Dre Broadcasting Hour. I'll get him for you, Joe.
Get him. Get him. Well, here we go. All our answers are going to be answered here soon. As lights on the pace car off, we're going to have, like I said, when they cross that line, it's going to be 12 to go. Two things you got to keep in mind. Lap 150, that puts an end to it. 5 laps to go. Caution comes out. That puts an end to it. So that 09 up front's got to keep that in mind. 73 of Jake Nichols. He's going to do all he can. But Alan J. Elwood has been fast. Nick Hunt, he's going to try to maintain a step there. Can try to steal this show away. Don't count that 99 out. David Elliott. You got old Eric Tesh and Richie Evans up there in the mix. You got the champ himself sitting there in 12th. So here we go, folks. Let's go back green flag racing. We're going to see who's going to take this thing to the checker flag.
Yeah, it's either bring home the checkered or take the car to the junkyard.
Absolutely. Can we get a fender out of this thing if it's over with? Here we go. Shula said he got home late.
It's past your bedtime, Shula.
Absolutely. Pace car's coming out of turn 4. Drops off on the pit road. Here we go. Bryce Senesac puts the hammer down, and he takes off, brings Nick Hunt. They are teammates, by the way, so they're able to work that start right there. Team orders, hey, gotta work it the best way you can, and they do because they get the start over Nichols and gets a good jump. We're under caution.
Already?
Didn't even get that one started.
Ooh, that's going to be the 65 of Marty Ray.
65 Marty Ray? Alright.
Yeah, it looks like he spun his tires on that restart and just right into the outside wall.
Alright, well, let's see if we can't get a if we can't get a replay on him.
Yeah, it looks like maybe there was a checkup in front of him. He got on the throttle, tried to swerve to miss the car when they hit their brakes, just lost it.
All right, we're going one more back here. All right, here we go. Yeah. There you go, one more back. Wow. All right, here we go. Coming to the green flag here. We're going to see what happens on this. Let the viewers see what happened here on this one. As like you said, yeah, check out. Looks like the 64 hit his brakes. He went to go move and then just lost it. And the same thing happened up front. Yeah, thing just turned sharp right on him. Right to the wall. Wow.
But there's something this caution does do, though, Joe, that a lot of people don't think of. This is actually going to hurt Bryce Sinisak because now his teammate, the 00 Nick Hunt, is not going to be behind him. He is going to be on the outside of him.
Yep. Well, we say that. They still can use that to their advantage as going. They can use it as kind of a countdown. I mean, teams are teams. Why not?
Well, they can, but Jake Nichols has still got a shot there if he can get on that start when Bryce Sinisak does.
That's
so
true.
They got to hope that they get that good run to where they can get that gap where Nick Hunt can either drop down behind Bryce Sinisak or vice versa, making it hard because that's going to make two vehicles that the 73 of Jake Nichols is going to have to get around. We've got 10 laps to go. We're going to go green with just about 7 or 8 laps to go. So technically we've got 3 laps before the next flag ends the race. So, I mean, anything could happen.
Absolutely. You're going to have Alan J. Elwood on the top side of Jake. And that's another thing. You know, Alan's been bad fast all race long, so don't count him out. If those two in the front can count it down just right, they might actually get that 4 stuck up on the high side of the 73. And if they get a battling, then it might help out Bryce. So a lot of scenarios like what we could play out up here. You know, Jake gets a good start. He's going to be up there alongside of Nick. If the two out front get a good start, they might stay side by side with each other, which in return would put the 4 up on the side. And we know Allen's not going to give any room to that number 73 down there. He's going to race him hard. Don't count out that 96 either, or Richie Evans and Mason Weitzel in the mix there in the 7th spot.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Still a lot of hard hitters. Now we're down to 9 laps to go. Hopefully should be getting the 1 to go next time around.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, when we cross that line, it's probably going to be about 7 laps to go. Only a couple laps after that, a caution comes out, puts an end to it. What's going on, John, out there? All Americans out there checking everything out. Got Pat out there loving this racing so far. Loving it about as good as we are because it's going to be interesting. Bryce Sinisak, well, you know what he would love to see? He would love to see his thing go about 3 laps, him but out front, and a caution come out, and he just pulled this thing away. Hey, a win's a win. Don't matter how you get it.
You're absolutely right there, John. At least you're here to check out the finish, and we're going to have an exciting one here as they are coming to the start-finish line. Keeping an eye on the pace car. See where you're getting the 1 to green this time. Yes, we are. Lights are off on the pace car. They're going to go back full foul. Bryce Sinisak choosing the outside. That's going to give that inside lane to the 00 Nick Hunt. So this is going to be interesting.
You know why he did that? You know why he did it. That's going to slow the momentum down of Jake Nichols. Exactly. Doesn't give the advantage to that 73 machine. That is exactly why he did that right there. Very smart move on his end. Why give the advantage to the 73 to get a run on you? Now he's going to be taken up, and Jake's going to have to get around the man there, the 00. Hey, very smart there on the 09's part.
But really, was it, Joe? Because look who's lined up behind Bryce Sinisak. He has been fast all night long. The 4 of Alan Elwood. It's like a lose-lose scenario for Bryce Sinisak. Does he want to go up against Alan Elwood, or does he want to go up against Jake Nichols?
Well, let me ask you that question. Which one would you want to go up against?
I'd probably say neither, because I would have been crashed out by now.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and be as bold as I'd probably want to take my chances against that 4, but we're going to settle this right now. Pace cars in. Here we go. Going to back green flag running. We'll see which one it was. As they do, they're able to time that start and do what we were talking about. Take off almost dead even, and that's going to let side to side. That's exactly what we said. We were thinking about up front, and look at that. He dives on the front side of the 00 and got what he wanted. Out front with 7 to go here, folks. And look at the 00. He's going to block for everything he's got to try to hold that 73 up of Jake Nichols and see if he can. And the 4's all over it, coming to the high side. Wow, Jake. Hey, I got to admit, the 00, he's making that thing awful wide.
3 wide for second.
Yes, he
Almost
is.
3 wide.
Boy, goes on the inside. Jake can't hold it down. He don't want to wreck him as they come out of the turn to go high. That's going to let Alan J. Elwood. Yep, look at that. Boy, this is a battle up front.
We are 6 to go here, coming to 5 to go at the line. That means next flag is going to end this race as Alan Elwood is trying everything he can do to get around that 00. He wants to get around him. He wants to go after that 09. He's going to try on the outside. Got Alan Elwood on the outside. Nick Hunt on the inside. Alan Elwood's using the 73 of Jake Nichols. Alan Elwood is going to clear. No, they're still side by side. I thought he was going to clear Nick Hunt, but he didn't quite get him.
No, he didn't, as they still stay side by side. Well, I'm going to tell you what, you want to talk about team running? Right there, the 09 of Bryce Sinisak and the 99 of Nick, or 00 of Nick Hunt, played the team orders beautifully. I've heard Nick Hunt say it before. He don't like playing team orders and team stuff, but he did it masterfully right there, and it worked out just long enough, probably enough for that man, Bryce Sinisak, to run away from this one. Now, the 4's got enough time, Alan J. Elwood, to run him down. We're going to see. Problem is, now here comes the 73 on the inside. It's a duking battle going on for second spot.
I tell you, that's making Bryce Sinisak grin because he knows them two battling. That's going to give him a chance. Looks like Nichols is going to get around Elwood. I thought Elwood's going to try a crossover. No, he is going to drop back in line. Bryce Sinisak is watching his mirror right now. He knows the 73 of Jake Nichols is coming, as he is coming out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go here at the line.
Absolutely. Across the line, 2 to go. Now old Bryce Sinisak out front trying to hang on. Did Nick Hunt do enough, man, to help his teammate out up front? So far, so good. The plan is working out like we said, but here comes the Superman himself. Jake Nichols is storming. He's got Alan J. Elwood coming along with him. Behind them, we're going to come to the line. It'll be the white flag one more time around Las Vegas here tonight for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series. That 9's going to make that thing awful wide.
Yeah, he is going to make it all the way wide as the 73 of Jake Nichols is all over that back bumper. The 09 taking a slightly lower run there, but he is going to hold him off. We are on the backstretch coming into turn 3. Bryce Sinisak leading Jake Nichols right there in second.
Absolutely. Come out of turn 4 for the final time. This time by. Here he goes. Jake's going to try it on the high side. They coming to the line. Don't think he's going to get it. Bryce Sinisak pulls off the victory here. And I'm going to tell you, what a thriller. Jake Nichols there. Now, Jake was not going to. Probably the only way he could have got it done was to move him out the way. And that's just not what Jake was going to do. So the plan worked. What we talked about before the green flag. Well, Nick, if you're listening to this broadcast, I don't want to hear anything else about teams not working together, because y'all worked that wonderfully.
That was pure textbook there, Joe. I mean, there was no way that could have been perfect or executed any more perfect than that. Nick Hunt coming out in 4th. Can't complain about that. But he did everything he could to make sure that 09 of Bryce Sinisak came away with that win.
Yes, he did. Awesome, awesome work in there. Did nothing wrong by doing what he did. They did it. They timed it right. And obviously they had to do the move that they did. But Jake Nichols, hey, you got to give him credit. Probably the only thing he could have done was just run him over. That's about it. And he wasn't going to do that. That's just the sportsmanship of him right there. But Bryce Sinisak pulling this thing off here, it just was a magnificent team job done right. I mean, when we watched it, Dave, we can't keep saying it enough. I mean, it was the team order. Nick Hunt did enough right there to hold him up, him and Alan J. Elwood. And then Jake had to get around Alan. and it just made for an awesome, awesome battle from then on out.
Yeah, I don't think I'll tell you one thing, the race fans definitely got their money's worth, as we seen a heck of a battle there for 6-7 laps. Wow, I'm just speechless, but good job by all drivers.
Absolutely. It was a phenomenal battle out there. 73 and the 04 machine himself right there, Alan J. Elwood. And Jake, I mean, you got to give your hats off, credit to every one of these guys out here. Wow, what a run here. Well, let's bring up some of these drivers up here. Let's get a talk in with our third place man here tonight. That's going to be old Alan J. Elwood.
Alan Elwood, this is Dave up here in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear.
What a battle, what a race. We saw you most of the race there battling with the 73 of Jake Nichols. Had a little bit of a different pit strategy. Did you have a planned pit strategy coming into tonight's race?
I didn't necessarily have a planned one, but when it came to the end of the race, I didn't want to see those cautions because I thought it could have played out in my favor. I tried to pit a little bit early, take 4 tires, and see if I could somehow, within a lap or two, make up enough time that I could get in front of Jake. And then that caution came out and just jumbled everything up, and I'm not sure at the end I could have done anything necessarily different, but yeah, I'll take third. It was a pretty decent night overall.
Yeah, you were wicked fast out there tonight. We've seen Jake Nichols, while he was leading, you were second. He was 3.5 seconds ahead of you, and we seen you biting that down quick. Got down within a second. What was going through your mind as you noticed you were reeling in the 73 of Jake Nichols?
After the first decently long run that we had, and I noticed that toward the end of the run, before I think a caution came out, that I was cutting into his and Cameron's lead, and I pretty much from then on played the same strategy with my tires, ran the same line, and it seemed to be working, and I wish we would have had one more long run because I think it could have paid off for me, but like I said, we'll take third. It stinks to not win having a fast car, but you have those nights.
Yeah, most definitely. Now that late caution there, as you were coming to 7 to go, you were lined up outside of the 73 of Jake Nichols. You had Nick Hunt, Bryce Sinisak in the front row. What was going through your mind as you were coming to that restart?
I knew that as soon as Bryce took the high side, what their strategy was, and it in the end worked for Bryce. A good win on his part. It was a good race right there at the end with all 4 of us, and I was lucky enough to get around Nick, and I thought, okay, here's my shot. And then right as soon as I did that, I overdrove 3 just a little bit, trying to get the perfect line and get enough speed coming off that Jake got a run on me and got around me. So I kind of knew what was going on, but when your teammates like that, you got to play a game somehow and increase the odds that one of you win at least.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, next week on the 25th of October, you are headed to Indianapolis. How do you feel about Indianapolis?
Indy seems to be one of those tracks that no matter whether it's the Cup car, the Xfinity car, or the truck, I run really well at. I've got quite a few wins there over my time on the service, so I'm looking forward to it. If the setup's as tight as it was tonight, and conserving tires, maybe that'll end up playing into my favor. So we'll see, but I'm excited for next week.
All right, well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish here tonight, Alan Elwood. Before I let you go, do you got any shout outs you'd like to give?
Just the guys down there at Alliance. A pretty solid night overall. Wish it would have turned out differently for Cameron. He had a fast car, but other than that, just performance powder coating. You guys for putting on the show, and Extreme for the race. It was great tonight.
Well, congratulations once again on your 3rd place finish, and we'll see you next week at Indianapolis.
Sounds good, Dave. Appreciate it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Dave, right there, Alan J. Elwood powering that number 4 Alan J. Elwood Designs machine to a 3rd place, did everything he possibly could do to pull that thing off. So Our number 2 man, well, he had the Tide ride out there trying to clean up. Very professional run, and almost came up on it. Jake Nichols coming in second. Bring him up here and let's get a talk in with him.
Jake Nichols, this is Dave up here in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
What a race. We had seen you out there tonight leading 89 of the 150 laps out there tonight. Tell us overall about your race.
Well, the Tide ride was amazing. That car was really fast. I mainly was focusing on long runs because I knew we'd get them, and the tires were just wearing so much tonight that you really just had to save tires. You could even be a tenth or two off on the short run and still demolish everyone long runs. So I was just trying to find the minimum for both, not to use up too much, but not to give out or give up too much early. But hate those late race yellows. It's just like Truex Cup. I think I could have held off to Allen. He would have been a challenge for sure. He was really fast on long run and short run. But it was, man, I drove so hard that last run. That's probably the hardest I drove the whole race, trying to get to Bryce there. It was a brawl, and I just couldn't get past him. He ran a good race there at the end. But yeah, the Tide ride was pretty good. I just wish we would have had that little extra bit to get it to victory lane tonight.
Well, you had a good shot there. As you, the final 3 laps there, you were all over the back deck lid there of Bryce Senesac. Go ahead and talk us through those last 3 laps there, as you knew the white flag and the checkered flag was coming quick.
Well, I was getting very tense. It was getting really pressured up, where I had to try to find exactly what I needed to do to get around him. One of those times he ran middle to bottom, which really isn't that good because you use up tires. I'm talking about 1 and 2, I should say. You'd use up too much tires, and the momentum this car needs to be fast and save tires, you don't get it running the bottom in 1 and 2. So he ran lower to bottom, and I got a huge run. And I was like, okay, this is going to get interesting now. We got a chance. But after that, it was just so hard to make a run. Anything I'd get, I'd stall out immediately trying to do it. I tried to get high on him coming to the last lap because I knew the outside was key to pass him, but just couldn't get a big enough run. He ran a really good line those last 2 laps to try to stay in front of me, and the Tide ride just couldn't get it done. But I'll take second. That's points. Points are valuable. Even if we don't get a win, I think we can easily points our way into the chase. But I expect us to get at least a few wins this season, especially with the speed we had tonight.
Well, next week we're headed off to Indianapolis. What can we expect from you next week at Indianapolis?
Hopefully to run up front again. That's one of my better tracks, I believe. I haven't done the Xfinity car there for a little while, probably, maybe even a year, who knows. It's my mind, I guess. I don't think I've raced it any time lately since this car's changed, but it should be a good race. As good as you're going to get from Indy. It's kind of a 1-lane track. You might see some side-by-side battles for sure, but hopefully we're out front doing the same thing we did tonight. Hopefully we just don't get that late race yellow and we can bring it home in first.
Well, once again, congratulations there, Jake, leading 89 laps tonight. Before we let you go, is there any shout-outs or big things you'd like to give?
Well, you and Joe here, you guys do an amazing job on these Xfinity Series broadcasts, as well as the Cup and every other broadcast you guys both do. Tide, we got the Tide ride, Toyota. Running the Toyota and Xfinity, it's a pretty fast machine, that's for sure. Still running the Ford and Cup, but definitely that Tide Toyota, it's special for sure for me. It's really fast. So hopefully we can keep carrying that momentum and look good for the future.
Well, once again, congratulations on your second place, and we'll see you next week in Indianapolis.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's old Jake Nichols right there, Dave, man. Definitely looked good out there tonight at that Tide range. Just come up just a little bit short here to pull off the victory. Well, I'm going to run off downhill victory lane because I know a happy camper here and a masterful plan here. Bryce Senesac, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Oh, that's big 10-4.
I'll tell you what, Bryce, masterful plan right there on that last restart. Me and Dave up here saw it. You took that high line. We had a good feeling why, because that put Alan J. Elwood behind it. and put Jake down on the bottom. And boy, I tell you, it was an awesome, awesome thing. Hey, you had your teammate up there. Take us through, man, on that last restart. What was going through your mind?
Oh man, mostly I was worried about Alan because I knew I was gonna have my teammate Nick Hunt down on the inside and he'd be able to hold up Jake, and it was all about if we could get going at the right time and kind of hold Alan back there. And Nick did a good job racing them hard, and Alan and Jake were there racing each other hard for second, and I'm almost speechless right now. I can't believe I managed to do that.
Absolutely. Hey, it worked out just enough, like we said. Masterful plan. Nothing wrong with it. You used the team advantage there and took out some of the heavy hitters, and it was awesome. I mean, it was orchestrated and put together and choreographed great. And man, the run down there, Jake just didn't have enough time to get around you. I mean, pretty much the only thing he could have done was moved you, and you know Jake's not going to do that. He's going to be the constant professional behind you. But boy, you had a bad ride out there tonight, and you pulled the victory off nonetheless. Good run, good race. You had to survive. What was going through your mind on those couple cautions down? Each time you had to do a restart, what was going through your mind on those restarts? Like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
I was hoping we'd get another wreck on the restart somewhere in the back, like, okay, let's do this again, this is fine. But no, Jake did a good job, even though how annoying it is to lose to him because of how fast he is. But you know, he's a smart guy, and he raced me hard, and I'd rather have had it end like that instead of with all those cautions coming out. And yeah, I got lucky there with staying out on field. And I was running like 2 laps short most of the time, and I was clutching it for about the last 10-15 laps before we got that caution. I couldn't really save a whole lot to where I needed to, and everybody's paying for fuel. Like I have to get a caution or somehow make it on fuel. I was already like had only a half a lap lead, but unfortunately we managed to hold it off.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we're in Vegas. Sometimes the gamble pays off, and it paid off tonight. You rolled the dice, and you are the victor here for Extreme
without
Motorsports.
a doubt.
Absolutely. You're the victor. ExtremeMotorsports99.com for Xfinity Series. Won this one out here tonight. Bryce Senesac, and also punches your ticket into the chase here. Let's throw that out there for you, most notably. So that takes a little pressure off of you there to know that you're in the chase already to run for a chance for a title here. Man, you got anybody you want to thank out there for this awesome run tonight and win?
First off, I got to thank you guys for being on this broadcast. Rick Donovan for all he does with this league, the admins, for the job they do, making the right calls. Teammates down at Performance, and Mason, Ben, Nick, Cody, Don, Greg. Man. They're helping me out there. They're saying like, don't look in the mirror, just look out the windshield. This is all yours, and it feels good. But I usually don't have to worry about missing out on the chase because I'll be like either leading on points or I'll be like somewhere in the top 3. And I'll be able to lock it down on points. But it's good. Not going out. I don't have to worry about points, and I was finally able to break like a 2-season winless streak, so it feels good.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the win out early, get it out of the way. That way the rest of the season, like I said, kind of monkey off the back, take some things off your chest there throughout knowing that you're in the chase. So you can try a little bit things a little different on. You don't have to be as maybe as cautious or as consistent. You can be a little more aggressive in some instances and maybe try to even get even more wins throughout this season. But hey, Bryce, it was awesome to see you out there. Awesome run here tonight at Las Vegas. Again, congratulations for pulling off that thing, because tonight's winner, Bryce Senesac here at Las Vegas, folks.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Dave, man, right there, happy guy, boy, running the 09, and hey, it's just like what me and you talked about. The plan worked out well. You know, anybody wants a textbook on how to orchestrate and work together as a team, well, there you go. Nick Hunt and Bryce Senesac did it right there to hold off 2 of the best in the business, Jake Nichols and Alan J.L. Wood, and they did it. Dave, got any final words on this awesome race here tonight?
Pretty much, Joe. I think I'm going to have to go for a run because I got all the excitement built up. I don't think I'm going to be able to fall asleep tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I ain't either. Well, tell you, we started with a stacked house, stacked deck. There we go. 42 of some bad fast boys and a bad fast machines around a bad fast track here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and it was a thriller here. And tonight's winner at the end, Bryce Senesack in the 09 machine, piloting that thing into victory lane. Awesome win here. Well, until then, tomorrow night we got cup action here at Las Vegas. We bring the bad boys here from Extreme over, and they're going to roll the dice on and see who can win this one. So with that said, tomorrow night OSR Network will bring you that live on YouTube and Twitch. So for myself, Joe White up here in the booth, and Dave Everly, Dre broadcast up here with me, everyone have a good night.